everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. Today's video is based on a video request that I was sent. I know on the community tab I asked you if you wanted some transferring videos. Got hair on my lip. Yeah, on the community tab you wanted some transferring videos and I'm going to do those. They're going to take a little bit more time and a bit more effort. So bear with, and I will get those done for you, and sort of like some beginner how-to wheelchair advice. Anyway, I digress. This video is based on someone who messaged me with a suggestion for a video. And they have put, what about a video on the very real struggles of relationship, marriage with a chronic illness / disability? About how to overcome the feelings of guilt and jealousy of normal women and mothers, and how to overcome these nasty feelings of not being good enough for your partner's child. Now, this really spoke out to me because I can relate to that, and I actually made a video pretty much all about that. And then I thought, no, I'm not gonna, no. And I deleted it. But when I had that comment, I thought, okay, well, if that person is feeling that way too, maybe more people out there are feeling that way. And what is Wheelsnoheels all about? It's all about making videos to help others feel less alone. It's all about that sense of, oh my gosh, that's like me. And also I think it's nice for me to sort of share my stories, tell you my stories, tell you how I'm feeling. I might not necessarily have the answer, but again, you can watch that and be like, yes, that's like me too. I do this, I do that. So in this video, I don't know if I'm going to have the answer, but it's all about sharing and building our community. So in this comment, they've said the struggles of a relationship and marriage with a chronic illness or a disability. I don't find that I have like major guilt within our relationship. I feel like Sean knew what he was getting himself into, and we've been together a really long time, 11 years this month. And when he met me, I had my disability and he was fantastic. I think I talk about it all in my dating wheelchair video. It's quite a good video, so go and watch that one. It's quite fun. And we, I don't know if I spoke about it, but we went on a trip to Prague, and we'd only known each other like four months or less. And we went to Prague when it was like 2 foot of snow, if not more. And I'm sorry, but if he can cope with that, he can cope with my disability, and he was just amazing, and I really saw him in a really good light, and I thought, yeah, this guy, he's a good one. he can cope, because yeah, like no matter where we wanted to go, it wasn't an issue. He would, you know, help me there, and he was just amazing. And I think if you are in a if you are going to be starting a relationship, I think you really need to establish that feeling very early on, that like not instant, but quite a feeling like, yes, this person, they can cope. They've got that X factor, which I've spoken about before in my friendship video, and I think the same goes for relationships. They just seem to have that X factor, and if they don't, after a long period of time and you feel like it is a bit of a struggle and they're not quite getting it, then you might want to ask yourself, is this right? Because, you know, our disabilities do get worse as we get older. For most people, I would think. And yeah, you've really got to ask yourself, is this the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life? When it comes to feeling guilt and jealousy, I do get jealous of other women, like able-bodied women, and I do get jealous of people that can just go out and do and be, and like, you know, their problems are like really, really tiny, and you're just like, ugh! But there are a couple of things that I tell myself. First of all, you never know what is going to happen in someone's life. You never know what is around the corner for anybody out there. that, you know, I'm not wishing it upon anybody, but you don't know. Also, you don't necessarily know what they have been through in the past. There might be issues, there might be things going on, or that have gone on in their past that they don't want to talk about, that may be very, very, you know, traumatic and hard for them to deal with. So you've always got to bear that in mind. Sometimes I do feel a little pang of jealousy towards some of my friends and my mummy friends, and I feel, oh, I wish I could do that, or wish I could just go there. Like, you know, I see them getting up at 6 a.m, going to the gym, doing the packed lunches, going off to work, you know, going on great holidays, doing great things, and I think, oh, I wish I could do that. But I try not to let it eat me up, and I try not to think about it, and I try to move on. Again, you just don't know what's around the corner for anybody. And the only time that I do get really bad jealousy, and I have to like slap my face around with a wet fish and be like, wake up to yourself, Jen, this is ridiculous, is when I'm going through social media. And I think social media just has so much to answer for. Like, there are a couple of YouTubers that I watch who are fashion vloggers. They're not disabled, and I really, really love them. But sometimes, especially when I'm a little bit hangry, if you know what I mean, they'll be like,
oh God, yeah, like, oh, I bought this top, I really need the size 000. Oh God, it's like so hard to wake up in the morning when I just could not find the energy to get myself dressed.
That I start to get really, really angry with. But then I'm like,
no.
Don't do that. It's social media. It's quite toxic sometimes, you know, scrolling through your feeds of all these perfect families, perfect people, perfectness, and it's not real. And they're not going to put themselves looking like poo, having a bad day. So the next part of that comment was about children and how you feel guilty being a parent with a chronic illness or a disability. Yeah, this is something that I really suffer with, is the guilt towards my daughter and being disabled. So when I had Daisy, I was like, yes, I'm going to have more children, totally straight away. But then as time went on, like a year or two, I was like, no, I don't think I can do it. Like, physically, I don't think I can cope. And I also sort of felt complete. I didn't feel like I wanted any more children. And I think that quite a lot of the time, society pressures us into having more than one child. And I don't think you should feel like that if you feel like you're done. You shouldn't have more children just to conform with society or what people around you think. I think when a person has had 2 babies, they get a feeling, yep, I'm done. And then sometimes people think, no, I need more, and then they get their feeling they have 3 and then they're done. Some people go on to have more and then they get their feeling and they're done. I had 1 and I got my feeling and I was done. I personally don't think my body could have taken any more. If I really, really wanted another baby, I probably could have pushed myself to do it. But deep down, I'm sort of just complete and happy with what I've got. But yeah, there's so much stigma attached to like the only child syndrome and being a spoiled only child and things like that, which really eats me up, and I really hate that, because I don't think I spoil Daisy. I think she is spoiled with my time, my energy, and my attention. It's lots and lots of love. And I feel like that word spoil is kind of like a negative word, but it's not. It's positive that I'm able to give her all that time and love. And obviously I've only got, a limited amount of spoons to go round, so I'm glad that I can give her the best of me. I did find having a baby pretty hard. And it changed a lot of things in my personal life, and yeah, I just feel like I couldn't do it again. And yes, I do feel guilty. I feel guilty when I can't go out. I feel guilty when I can't play with her because I'm in too much pain. I feel guilty sometimes because I can't take her to certain places because they're not accessible. But having said that, she is just amazing the way that I mean, she hasn't adapted because I've always been the way I am. It's just the way she's been brought up, and she's amazing at how she deals with things. And I think that's something that you need to remember as well, is with children. If they don't know any different, then like there's not, I don't want to say it shouldn't be a big deal, but they don't know any different. They don't know what it's like. Like Daisy doesn't know what it's like to have a mother who is able-bodied. And if I can't go somewhere accessible and she really, really wants to go there, then I'll get someone else to take her. I actually think what I'll do is kind of finish the video here, because it's sparked my idea for the next video that I was kind of going to fit this in, but I don't think I've got time. But how would you feel about a video on how I cope with being a parent with a disability and with low spoons? Because I've got some ideas on the activities that we do, the places that we go to, and some like little hacks on how I cope with parenting. I know that my parenting videos aren't really for everybody, but yeah, it's a big part of my life, and I'm sure there are people out there who could benefit from them. So yeah, let me know what you think about parenting videos. So all in all, if we were to sum it up, I would say that more of my guilt and more of my envy and jealousy, I think, is more to do with my daughter than in my relationship. I hope I've given you some sort of ideas and advice and things to, you know, tell yourself if you are feeling very negative towards yourself. Just remember you're awesome, and look how far you've come, and you know, people will love you for who you are. And these are all the things that I tell myself, and it's not because I'm trying to talk myself into something that's not true. It is true. This is true, what I'm telling you. People will love you for who you are. They will accept you for who you are, and they will make allowances for your disability. And if they really want to go somewhere with you or do something with you, then you can make it happen. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it here because I'm going a bit crazy. So yeah, thanks for watching.